Hello, welcome to my channel. This is aesthetic wears. So today we'll be learning how to cut and sew a shirt. This particular video is for the cutting tutorial. If this is what you want to learn, just stay tuned. I'm not going to fast forward the video, so I'm going to keep everything normal so that you watch and understand. So for this particular short, we are using the length of 19 inches in total, but right now we are measuring 18 inches. Normally it's supposed to be 17 inches, but 1 inch there is for the hemming allowance. That's for the folding. So right now we have already gotten our desired length, which is 18 inches from top to down. 18 inches, you can see me doing it right there. The extra 2 inches will be for the waistband. That one we didn't start from there. So now I'm marking my crotch line. That's my crotch depth. How I got it, I divided my hip into 4, which is a 10.5, and then I added extra 0.5 inch to it, making it 11 inches in total. So that's what I just did there. Please, other line you're seeing there, ignore it. So for the length, I've gotten my desired length, my crotch. The next thing is to get the waistline, because this is an elastic waistband short, so we don't need the waist. What we will do is we'll impute our hip circumference divided by 4 and then add extra 1 inch. I added extra 1 inch. You can add extra 1 inch if you want, or you can add half inch if you want. If your material is too stretchy and you don't want your short to be a bit free, you want it to be a body cone, you can just do it exactly your measurements. Do not add any inches or an inch for the allowance. Just do it exactly. But because of this, I don't want it to be that tight. I want it to be free because this is a unisex short, so I added extra 1 inch to it. Now to the crotch depth, I got the same measurements, 10.5 plus extra 1 inch, making it 11.5. Then I measured 2.5 inches towards the other angle. That's for the crotch depth. So, and then I come up by 2 inches. From there, I will give it a curve. You can see me doing that. I'll give it a curve. So after that, I will have to get my new circumference. So I measured from that place to the beginning of it. Whatever I got there, I got I think about 14 point something. Then I reduced it by 1.5 inch. You can see me doing that. I'm sorry, my camera didn't capture that part, but I reduced it by 1.5 inch, and then I connected the line to the crotch depth. You can see me doing that. If you do this, you'll get a perfect shot, and you'll be happy that you watched this to the end. So now right now is for the cutting process. I have to cut it out. After cutting it out, then we use and cut the front part, but for now we are still on the use and cut the back part, sorry, but for now we are still at the front part. I know you'll be wondering why I'm cutting this way. Don't worry, just watch and see. I don't want any pieces to remain in the other part, so that I'll start trimming at the end. So that's why. Next thing is to divide this place, to open it up, because it was unfolded and that part was folded, so I have to open it up. And another thing, pay very much attention here, to get the before you cut this side, before you cut this slant, you have to fold it up by that 1 inch that I added as the hemming allowance. Check it up. If it's up to 1 inch, leave it folded that same way. You see how it is. Then cut through that line. If you don't do it this way, you will end up having a shortage at the end while sewing it, because it will not allow. But if you cut it this way, at that particular ending point, there is a slanted curve there. It's not straight. So that way, when you are sewing it, you won't have any shortage that side. Please, that part is very important. Make sure you do this. So we are done cutting the first one. The thing to do now is to get the back side and then cut it off. So this is me arranging my material to get the back part. You can see what I'm doing. I gave 1.5 inch allowance by this side and then 2 inches upwards. That's for the back. because the back is not of the same length with the front. Yes, if you get it the same length with the front, you are going to have a what is called low waist short. So because of that, we don't want that. I have to go up by 2 inches so that our back side will be covered so well, because the back boot is bigger than front side because of the booters there. So that's why there's extra 2 inches up there. And then for the side waist, uh, I added extra 1.5 inch to it. So you can see me checking it up. So after marking my line, I have to place my material exactly that same place. I have to draw the front side backwards to get to that point. Did you see what I'm doing? Arrange it properly. Make sure none of the piece is bigger than other one or is shifted. Let it be at equal size and width, equal length and width. Now rule it from that 2 inches upwards for the back side. Connect it down to the other side. That part is the sideways. That straight part is for the sideways. Connect it there. The 2 inches above is for the middle. So the next thing is to just cut it off, trim it. And after trimming, our back side is ready. Very much ready. So we are done cutting it. The next thing to do now is to get the pocket. We want to measure the pocket side so that we can cut it off. And for the pocket, we are going in by 2 inches. You can see what I'm doing. If you want, you can go in by 2.5 inch. Although I later adjusted it to 2.5 inch. Yes. Then by 7 inches. The width is 2.5, the length is 7 inches. Then connect with your ruler. If you want, you can do 1.5. If you want, you can do exactly 2. But I did my own 2.5 because I will be sewing this side with half an inch. So at the end, I'll be left with 2 inches. But that's all. So the next thing now is to get the other material, the one that will be inside. That's the pocketing. That's what I want to get. I'm sorry I didn't measure the width of this, but when you're trying to cut your own, make sure you get the width. While cutting your own, make sure you measure the width and let it be 8 inches. Let it be 8 inches for the width, and for the length, 11 inches is okay because that's what I used here. 11 inches is okay. I didn't measure here because I was already checking it. I was already getting it with my eyes. So this is how to do it. After cutting it, we trim open the other side. Now watch closely what I'm doing so I don't go and make mistake. Can you see what I'm doing? I cross-checked it again to see if all of them of the same size. Let me see what I did. So this one right here is folded, is into two, good side facing good side. I will place it here and then trim it according to this line that I drew, this pocket line right now. So I'm going to cut all of them together. The material was so thick, so I couldn't cut the four pieces together. I have to cut first the one of the short, then I use it to cut the one of the pocketing. Can you see? It was two together. So this is it. This one will be going for the inside one, like, then this, if you dip your hand inside that place after sewing everything, you will see it. So this part that I'm doing is optional. If you desire to give it this curve, fine. If you don't desire, if you want to leave it that straight way, fine. But me, I don't want that straight way, so I have to give it this fine design shape. And then I'll be doing it to the other one also. So if you are watched to this extent, I believe you have learned something. This particular short that we are making here is a unisex short and is a ready to wear product. You can rock it anywhere. It's an outdoor short. So if this is something that you want to see more often, because we share tutorials, you can click to it. Always return back to our channel and see good things that will drop. Please like and follow this video, share for more tutorials. And for the part 2, that's the sewing part, we'll be uploading it very soon. So we are done with the pocketing. The next thing is to get the band. So first we'll start by getting our hip measurement, which is divided by 2. Our hip measurement is 42. If you divide it by 2, it will give you 21, and we'll add an extra half inch to it, which is 21 and a half. That is unfold. You're going to fold your material this way and then get your hip circumference divided by 2, because that's the same thing with the waistline. We didn't get a waistline here, the waist measurement. We're using the hip measurement for the waist and for the hip. So we are going to get the actual length, which is this material is folding into 2, which is hip measurement divided by 2, and that's what we are doing here now. In total, I'm getting 21 and a half inch. And for the width, we are doing it, for the length, sorry, we are doing it 5 inches. That 5 inches is flat, not unfolded, so that when we fold it into 2, we'll be getting 2.5 inches in total. Our waistband is 2 inches, so this 5 inches, if you close it up, you'll be having 2.5 inches. The half inch is for the sewing, while the 2 inches is for the waistband, which is the actual waistband. So we just have to cross check the measurement again to see if it still aligns, so that we don't go and make the mistake. So the next thing right now is to take it to a machine and sew through that half an inch. The half an inch, and then we'll sew through it down before we'll add our elastic to it. Please, this is a new channel. Here we'll share sewing tutorials and easy and sewing tips. Do wait to like, share and subscribe.